Welcome back to my channel. In the previous episode, we discussed the powerful vow that Bhishma took, a vow that would forever shape the destiny of Hastinapura. Bhishma's sacrifice, made to ensure that his father, Shantanu, could marry Satyavati, marked a pivotal moment in the history of the Kuru dynasty. His vow of celibacy and renunciation of the throne allowed Satyavati's children to inherit the kingdom. But, as we will see, this noble act came with unforeseen consequences. After Ganga's departure, Shantanu was captivated by the beauty and charm of the fisherwoman Satyavati. However, when he sought her hand in marriage, her father placed a difficult condition. "My daughter's children must inherit the throne, only then will I allow her to marry you." This condition deeply troubled Shantanu, for his beloved son, Devavrata, was already the rightful heir. Torn between his duty to his son and his love for Satyavati, Shantanu grew distant and sorrowful. Devavrata, noticing his father's distress, made a bold decision. He approached Satyavati's father and vowed, "I will never claim the throne. Satyavati's children will inherit the kingdom." But even this was not enough to satisfy Satyavati's father, who feared that Devavrata's future children might challenge the throne. In response, Devavrata made the ultimate sacrifice. "I will never marry, nor will I father children. My vow is to live a life of celibacy, and the kingdom will belong solely to Satyavati's descendants." This oath, known as the Bhishma Pratigya, shook the very heavens and earned Devavrata the name Bhishma, meaning the one who undertook a terrible vow. His sacrifice was so profound that his father, Shantanu, granted him the boon of Ichamritu, the ability to choose the time of his own death. Satyavati went on to have two sons, Chitrangada and Vishatravirya. But tragedy struck when Chitrangada died young in battle, leaving Vishatravirya as the sole heir. Unfortunately, Vishatravirya was frail and sickly, and despite his marriage to the princesses Ambika and Ambalika, he too passed away without producing an heir. It was during this time of crisis that Satyavati revealed a long-hidden secret. Before her marriage to Shantanu, she had a son with the great sage Parashara. This son was none other than Vyasa, the future author of the Mahabharata. Satyavati summoned Vyasa and pleaded with him to father children with Ambika and Ambalika, ensuring the continuation of the royal lineage. Though reluctant, Vyasa agreed, but the outcomes were far from perfect. When Vyasa approached Ambika, she was so frightened by his appearance that she closed her eyes during their union. As a result, her son Dhritarashtra was born blind. Then, Vyasa turned to Ambalika, but though she managed to keep her eyes open, fear gripped her heart, and her son Pandu was born pale and weak. Dissatisfied with these outcomes, Satyavati asked Vyasa to try once more. However, Ambalika, fearing the same fate, sent a maid in her place. The maid, calm and composed, bore Vyasa's third son, Vidura, wise and just man, though of lower status because his mother was a servant. Thus, the royal lineage of Hastinapura was secured, with Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vidura now poised to shape the future of the kingdom. Dhritarashtra, despite his blindness, was the eldest and rightful heir to the throne. Pandu, though physically weak, was a skilled warrior and a wise leader. Vidura, though not of royal blood, was known for his intellect and fairness, often serving as a counselor to his brothers. However, the stage was now set for future conflicts. Bhishma's great sacrifice had secured the kingdom for Satyavati's descendants, but it had also sown the seeds of rivalry and tension within the royal family. The choices made by these individuals would eventually lead to the Great War of Kurukshetra, a conflict that would change the fate of the world. As we close this episode, the weight of Bhishma's vow is clearer than ever. His noble sacrifice ensured the continuation of the Kuru dynasty, but it also created cracks in the foundation of the royal family. Cracks that would only deepen with time. In the next episode, we will see the growing tensions within the family as Dhritarashtra, Pandu, and Vidura navigate their roles in the kingdom. New players will enter the scene, including Shakuni, whose cunning and manipulation will push Hastinapura closer to the brink of war. The seeds of betrayal, ambition, and rivalry will take root, and the story will only grow more intense. Stay tuned for the next chapter, where the conflicts of the royal family begin to boil over, setting the stage for the epic war of Kurukshetra.